Ever feel like you're missing the unspoken cues she's sending your way? Like there's a secret language she's using, but you're stuck without the decoder? What if her body has already told you everything you need to know? In this video, I'm uncovering 8 silent body language signs that show she's into you. And trust me, once you know them, you'll never miss her signals again. From the way her eyes linger to those accidental touches, you're about to master the art of decoding her unspoken desires. Let's dive in. 1. The prolonged gaze. Ever notice when her eyes linger on you just a second too long? That's not an accident. Her gaze isn't just casual, it's deliberate. When she looks at you and holds that look, she's sending a powerful message. Picture this. You're at a coffee shop, lost in your own world, and then you catch her staring. But instead of looking away, she holds your gaze, maybe even with a subtle smile. That's desire written all over her face. Here's the science. Eye contact activates the brain's pleasure centers, the same ones that light up when we enjoy something like chocolate. If she's holding your gaze, her brain's already sparking with interest. And if you confidently meet her eyes, you're telling her, "I see you too." But if her eyes are saying this much, wait until her hands start talking. 2. The subtle self-touch. Her hands can reveal a lot more than you think. Is she playing with her hair, tracing her collarbone, or brushing her lips while talking to you? These aren't random gestures. They're her way of saying, "Look at me." Imagine this. You're at a dinner party, cracking a joke, and she laughs. As she does, her fingers move to tuck her hair behind her ear. Harmless? Maybe. But it's far more likely she's drawing your attention to her face or neckline without even realizing it. Psychologically, this is called self-adornment. She's highlighting her best features, her lips, neck, or collarbone, in subtle ways. But trust me, this is just the beginning. Number 3, the lean in. When she's interested, she doesn't wait for you to close the gap. She'll lean in, making the space between you almost disappear. Picture this. You're at a cozy bar, deep in conversation. Suddenly, she shifts forward, resting her elbows on the table, her face just a little closer to yours. This isn't about hearing you better, it's about feeling closer to you. Here's the deal. Personal space is sacred. When someone steps into it willingly, it's a sign of trust and attraction. She's bridging the gap, both physically and emotionally. Number 4, the light, intentional touch. A playful touch on your arm, the brush of her fingers as she hands you something, or even her knee bumping yours under the table. These aren't accidents. Imagine this. You're walking her to her car after a great night. You say something funny, and she touches your arm as she laughs. Her hand lingers just long enough to make it clear. It's intentional. Touch is powerful. It releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which creates connection and trust. When her touch lingers, it's more than trust. It's an invitation. 5. Mirroring your movements. Ever feel like she's your reflection? When she's into you, she'll subconsciously mirror your actions. You lean back, she leans back. You take a sip of your drink, and moments later, so does she. Picture this. You're sitting across from her, resting your chin on your hand. A moment later, she mirrors the same gesture. Coincidence? Not likely. She's syncing up with you on a deeper level. Mirroring is a subconscious way of building rapport and connection. Her body is saying, "I'm with you." 6. Standing her ground. Proximity speaks volumes. When she desires you, she won't shy away from being in your space. Imagine this. At a loud party, you lean in to speak into her ear. Instead of pulling back, she holds her ground, letting the moment linger. Maybe her body even angles slightly toward you, her feet pointing in your direction. Her comfort in your personal space is a clear signal she's interested. 7. Open body language. When she's into you, her body will open up, literally. Her arms won't be crossed, her legs might be angled toward you, and her posture will feel relaxed and inviting. Picture this. You're on a couch, watching a movie. Her body isn't stiff or turned away. Instead, she's angled toward you, maybe even leaning slightly closer. Her openness is a signal of trust and attraction. Open body language is her way of saying, I feel safe with you, and I want more of this connection. 8. The playful tone. It's not always about what she says, it's how she says it. When a woman desires you, her voice softens, warms, or even takes on a teasing, playful tone. Imagine this. You're sharing a ridiculous story, and instead of rolling her eyes, she leans in with a laugh saying, "Oh, you're so funny." Her voice is light, almost musical, and the flirtation is unmistakable. Studies show we subconsciously alter our tone when we're attracted to someone. Her playful tone is her way of keeping the energy alive and drawing you closer. Finally, her body, her tone, her subtle moves, they're all telling a story. The question is, are you paying attention? If you've ever missed a signal or feel like you've cracked the code, drop a comment below. What's the one body language sign you've noticed or completely overlooked? Let's hear your stories. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Trust me, this is just the beginning of taking your game to the next level.